But let's talk some Mets baseball. The New York Mets already had a one-game lead over the Braves. What did they do? Oh, they just stomped all over the Nationals. 10-1. How about the New York freaking Mets? Jose Iglesias. Dude has been... I didn't believe in the Linsanity run of Jose Iglesias, but he's actually been good this season. 3 for 4 at the top of that lineup. He's hitting .330 with an .821 OPS. How about that for Jose Iglesias as their leadoff guy? I mean, he was washed. Remember, Jose Iglesias was washed. He did not have a job. They picked him up literally off the streets. He was making music in Mexico. And now in 74 games, he is casually batting .330, the best he's hit since 2020 with Baltimore when he hit .373 across 39 games. But in a full season, in a 70-game season, this is the best season of his career as far as the numbers go. Yeah, how about it? .821 OPS. He's never had an OPS above the 800s before, except for, again, those 40 games in 2020. We remember, this dude was literally washed. They picked him up off the street. But let's talk about some of the rest of these Mets teams. Starling Marte goes 2 for 4 again. He's been hot lately. Pete Alonso, 3 for 5. He crushes his 33rd home run of the season. Mark Vientos over 4. And then we got Troy Taylor, 2 for 4. We've got Francisco Alvarez with his 9th home run of the season going 1 for 3. Harrison Bader over 3. And then at the bottom of that lineup, look who has arrived. Luis Angel Acuna, the shortstop, the new shortstop, the guy that they got from the Rangers in the Max Scherzer trade last year. Luis Angel Acuna, what has he done so far? In 4 games, he is now hitting .455 with an .818 slugging and a 1.273 OPS. Granted, it's only 4 games. Last night, he went 3 for 4 with 2 runs batted in, 3 runs scored, and he hit his first home run of his big league career. So congratulations to Luis Angel Acuna. Luis Angel Acuna, is that how you pronounce it, man? But he is the brother of Ronald Acuna. Is he the cousin of Ronald Acuna? I think he's the brother. He also hit a double last night. Pete Alonso also with the double. Great team. So fun to root for. Meanwhile, Taylor Miguel, 6 innings, no earned runs. They shut him all down. Adam Ottavino pitched a great inning. This is a good team. They are playoff ready. They're now 15 games above 500. They gained another game on Atlanta. Because meanwhile, for the Braves, man, the Reds just keep on playing spoiler. Like the Reds, I'm going to talk about the Reds really quick in a second here, but the Braves losing again to the Reds, 6-5. And at this point for them, their season is starting to whittle away. Because if they don't start winning soon, it's going to be over. They're now 2 games back with 10 games to go. They need to pick up the pace. If you're Atlanta last night, they did score 5 runs. Michael Harris Jr. with a home run, his 12th of the season. And Matt Olson also with a home run. And Jorge Soler with a homer. But the Braves have kind of fallen apart. Without Acuna in that lineup, without Austin Riley in that lineup, it has been a struggle for them. Olson's been having a down year. Michael Harris, down year. Merrifield is their starting second baseman, down year. Jared Kelenic, down year. Gio Urshela, Orlando Arcia. Basically their entire team is having a down year, and that's a big reason why that they're not winning these games. But if you look at the Reds, I want to take you to the Cincinnati schedule. They have been doing such a good job at playing spoiler, and the Reds are starting to excite me for next year. Here's what they've done. I'm gonna pull it back to August, because this is when this kind of weird thing started off. They started August with San Francisco. They lost 2 of 3. Then they took 3 of 4 from Miami. Then they took 1 of 3 from the Brewers. After that, they get the Cardinals, who are in the thick of a wild card chase. They swept them. Then they got swept by Kansas City. Then they ran into a red-hot Blue Jays team that was about to get back to 500. 2 of 3 they won. But then they lose 3 of 4 to a terrible Pirates team. And then they lose 2 of 3 to Oakland. After that, they took on Milwaukee again, losing 3 of 4. But then they swept Houston. Lost 2 of 3 to the Mets. Won a game against the Braves, which was a do-over game. Then lost 2 of 3 to a bad Cardinals team. but then took 2 of 3 from the Twins. So the Reds, against AL contenders, they've been great. They swept Houston, 2 of 3 from the Twins, and then 2 of 3 from the Blue Jays at a time when the Blue Jays were hot. I don't know how they've been doing this against AL contenders. Meanwhile, against bad teams, they struggle. They can't beat the Pirates. They can't beat the A's. And they've also struggled really badly against Milwaukee. But the Reds are no joke. They're 4 below 500. I think next year this team could really start to blossom because I love the pieces that they have. The problem is they're a little bit too young. They were very injured this season, but we're starting to see some things come together, I think, with them. They just need to get healthy next year. I'm not sure if I love Ty France there long term. He hasn't been bad though. Since he came to the Reds, Ty France, let's see the numbers. Since he came to Cincinnati, he's hitting 288, 327 on base, 438 slugging, 765 OPS, with 4 homers, 17 runs batted in, 10 doubles. He's been a good little addition for them. So I think that maybe that could work out for next year to keep him around.